I welcome you all on behalf of FATA University, and we are going to start our today topic that is on portfolio management. Introduction to portfolio management. We discussed many times what portfolio is in our previous finance classes, but today we will discuss how portfolio is made, what are the basic steps which are involved in portfolio management process. Starting with this, what is portfolio first of all? So when we talk about portfolio refers to invest in a group of securities rather than to invest in single security. Like if you are investing in stock exchange or if you are investing in shares of any company, don't choose a single company. Choose different companies in diversified background. Like for example, we discussed in the last class that we can go for investing in making a portfolio of 10 companies, choosing 3 companies from the top slot who are giving return good, then selecting 3 or 4 from the medium return, and then selecting the other 3 from the lowest one. Why we do this? First of all, we are diversifying the risk. We are minimizing the risk. We are not putting all eggs in one basket. We are minimizing the risk in this sense that if we are going to invest in high profile return companies like multinational companies like Nestle, Apple, Samsung, and all those, then in those companies we can get good return because they are multinational company and they are continuously growing. And the high profile company will be either going towards up or either this will be dropping to the medium, but not can't be go to the lowest one. Then the other in the same portfolio we have a medium return companies whose average return is good, but it's not as like high profile companies. And mostly in Pakistan, stock exchange comes under the umbrella of, you can say, uh, large Pakistani companies like PSO, like Shell, like your Angro Pakistan, like many Shan Musala, National Musala, these type of companies, and even automobile companies. So their return is long term and you can say continuous return and sustainable return on investment, but it is not as high as return of the high profile companies like multinational companies in Pakistan Stock Exchange. So at this stage, you are also sacrificing your investment risk by investing in this. Like if you are going to invest in medium companies, there are chances of both getting the stocks to higher and getting the stocks to lower side. But if you make the average of the highest profile companies and medium profile, you will get a good return in the long run from your portfolio. Then the third category in the same portfolio is you are going to invest in low profile companies, low return companies. When I talk about profile, low profile or medium profile or high profile, it means return wise profile. So if you are going to invest in low return companies like small company, Al Ghazi Tractors in Pakistan Stock Exchange, or you can say small any startups, new business startups, or technology startups, or IT companies, those return of those investment is very slow and as well as low. So if you took the average of the portfolio in which you are having 3, 4 high profile return companies, 3, 4 medium companies and 3 companies lowest, and you took the average of all these 10 companies, you will get 70 to 80% return of your investment, which will be a good and ideal investment. So that's why portfolio refers to don't put all eggs in one basket. Clear? So moving ahead, portfolio management. What portfolio management is? Portfolio management is a process of creation and maintenance of investment portfolio. It is such a process in which you create a portfolio, like we discussed in the last slide, making the portfolio with different 3 categories of companies you choose. And I suggest you choose from different background. Don't choose in single category. Like don't put all in one basket means that you are not buying the share of the companies only in electronic sector or in automobile sector or in clothing sector or in, or you can say in IT sector, but diversify and invest in different companies. Like for example, if your companies, so don't put in all investment in one sector in one companies. Like I suggested, don't put all your investment portfolio in electronic. Although you will be choosing multinational companies high profile, you will be choosing medium company of high profile, in like, but if the sector is same, electronic sector, yet IT sector, or I will say wood or clothing or anything else, or chemical even, your investment is at risk. Maybe that sector dip, maybe that sector get defiled, maybe that sector didn't give you return, so investment will be lost. What I suggest here is invest in different sector. For example, if you are choosing high profile group of four companies, choose from different sector. For example, you choose Nestle from the food and beverages, you choose Apple from the mobile or technology, you choose Microsoft from the computer sector, you choose Toyota Motors from the, it's a diversified portfolio and high profile companies. Then when you come to the medium, same, follow the same process. Then you come to the lowest, follow the same process, but not in the same sector. So sector and the company's industry should be different while choosing and making portfolio. Clear? Moving ahead, what portfolio management is? Portfolio management is a complex process which tries to make investment activity more rewarding and less risky. You not only have to make a portfolio by reducing your risk and making a portfolio of different companies, but what you have to do is you have to make your investment most rewarding. You have to choose such a portfolio, such a company of portfolio in which you can get maximum benefit. What I told you, that if you follow these directions of mine, that make a portfolio of 10 companies, four from high profile return company, three from medium return company, and three from low return companies, you will get more than 70 to 80% on return on investment on this your stock investment portfolio. So this will be highest return. Like in, for example, if I talk about the financial market in Pakistan or in third world countries, the return on investment is not more than 20 to 30%. And if, for example, you are getting more than 70% return from a portfolio investment in the stock exchange, it's an ideal return which one can have. And this will be justified by you people when you will be doing your presentations. You will be choosing companies, you will be presenting us, and you will be have to motivate us. You have motivate investors to come and invest in it. You know, the most jobs which students get in international world are investment oriented. We used to discuss in class some days that the difficult job is to put 100 rupees out of anyone's pockets and put that as investment in your company or in your business. That is the difficult most thing. No, managing things are not so difficult, but putting the money in your company through investment of someone is a very difficult task. So this portfolio management will teach you and help you in all over your life through this process. Clear? So moving ahead, major tasks involved in portfolio management. There are some four tasks which are involved in portfolio management. One is taking decision about investment mix and policy. What investment mix will you choose? What policies will you apply by doing this portfolio management? Second step is matching investment to objective. Like I told you, when we match investment to objective, what you have to follow is you have to follow how much return you are getting from investment. If your return from investment is less than 10 to 20% of your investment, it means your investment is not good. It's not stable. It's not long term. You need to revise that thing. Third, asset allocation for individual institutions. Whenever we allocate financial assets to the institutions and to the individuals, we expect to get return on them. If we are giving a car or any facility to any employee or manager of a company, we expect that they should now deliver their best return to the company. Same goes for if you are investing your funds, your company funds in any banks, or you are investing in mutual funds or insurance company, you make a comparative statement. And when you make a comparative statement, you check how which company is paying me high return. For example, I give you example here. If I say go and invest 10 lakh rupees in any bank, what first step you will go? You will take the quotations of return of profit or from the banks, and then you will make a comparative statement. And which bank will be paying you highest return will you will do investment there. It is the case. So this is how you will going to allocate your assets to individual and to institutions. Fourth is balancing risk against performance. How you can balance risk against performance? You have to minimize risk. You have to I told you before that there are two types of risk: systematic and unsystematic risk. One is controllable and the other one is not controllable. Systematic is controllable because it exists within the system of the company and the firm. It can be reduced or minimized. But unsystematic, which exists in the economic condition, which exists in the market, like lockdown, like highest interest rate, like high taxes, government policies, you cannot reduce that risk. You can just have to follow that. So that is you have to do investing in such things, balancing risk against performance. Clear? Okay. Moving ahead, there are some 5 phases of portfolio management. When we do portfolio management, we look into account these 5 stages and we go with it.